All right, baseball fans, here we are. It is Championship Sunday at Legends Field, home of the 2025 Harborfest Summer Classic. In this game, the visiting team is Grind Baseball in yellow, and the home team, the Fulton Fury. Fury finished in second in standings, and Grind finished in third. I have both lineups. I do not have jersey numbers for the Grind, so we're going to have to figure that out as they bat. Here is their first batter, C. Rico. He's also the starting pitcher. This is the best angle I can get because these fences are just a tad tall. All right, defensively for the Fury, on the infield, third base, we've got Hanson. At shortstop, Caleb Robert. Second base is Birch. First base is DeGrenier. Out in left field is Race. Center field, Dallin. First pitch is a ball to Rico. So center field is Dallin. Right field is Winslow. On the mound, Daniel Douglas. And behind the plate, Lucas Resigno. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Rico. One from Douglas. Call strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Daniel feeling it this morning. 1-2's low, gets away from Resigno. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the first inning. First batter of the game. Pitch from Douglas. Swung on. Chopper over to Daniel. Throw the first, little high, but easy grab, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Pemales to the plate for Grind. Douglas has his sign. Pitches, and this ball is rocked to center field. Dallin coming over, not going to get there. Gets by him, goes into right field. Ball is thrown in, and Pemales has himself a double. That'll bring up D. Natali, the third baseman, to the plate with a runner on second and 1 out. That pitch in there, call strike 1 to D. Natali. First pitch strike from Daniel Douglas. That's what you like to see from your starting pitcher. Go in there and be aggressive. Oh, and it hit him on the head. Knocked his helmet off. Certainly not what Daniel wanted to do. All right, that brings up a D. Flowers with runners at first and second and 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Douglas pitches, first pitch, strike on Flowers. Flowers is the catcher for Grind. Here's the lineup for the grind. Leading off, we had Rico, the pitcher. Batting second, Pomalis, shortstop. Third was third baseman Di Natale, and that stolen base for Pomalis. Batting fourth is Flowers, the catcher. Number 5 spot, first baseman Tiemann. Batting sixth, right fielder Treadway. Batting seventh, center fielder Opelia. Batting eighth, the second baseman Collins. Batting ninth, left fielder Barry. And the extra hitter batting 10th is Wardell. And this ball is hit into right field. It is high. It is far. That ball is gone. A 3-run home run for number 12, D. Flowers. And just like that, the grind leads 3-0 here in the first inning. Right-handed batter sent that out over right field. Probably about 290. The wooden bat, not too shabby. That'll bring up Tiemann, the first baseman. Pitch low and away, ball one. A 1-0 from Daniels in there, strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. One one swung on, a chopper to short, fielded at short, throw to first in time for out number 2. So good stretch at first base by Brett DeGrenier. Oh, that sun's coming out, and it already feels like 1,000 degrees. Holy cow! Brings up Jackson Treadway. Check swing called, strike one. One low and outside, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Treadway. One low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Jackson Treadway. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, ground ball to third. Fielded at third. Throw all the way across the diamond for out number 3. But courtesy of Flowers' 3-run home run after a half inning, the grind lead the Fury by a score of 3-0. How's it going?
Doing good.
Hope you got plenty of water.
Oh, I'm
Supposed to be muggy. All right, batting order for the Fury. Leading off, playing center field, number 40, Cameron Dallin. Batting second, an extra hitter, number 15, Brenner Kalfas. In the number 3 spot, first baseman, number 14, Brett DeGrenier. Batting fourth, in the cleanup spot, left fielder, Carson Race. Batting fifth and pitching, Daniel Douglas. Batting sixth, an extra hitter, number 26, Ben Van Epps. In the number 7 spot, playing shortstop, Caleb Robert. Batting eighth and catching, number 31, Lucas Orsigno. Batting ninth and extra hitter, number 2, Keegan Ewald. Batting 10th, playing second base, number 19, Brandon Birch. Batting 11th, playing third base, Connor Hansen. And batting 12th in right field, Colton Winslow. Defensively for the grind at third base, number 00, Dan-Dalin. Shortstop, number 27, Jay Pomales. At second base, M. Collins. First base, number 24, L. Tiemann. Left field, R. Berry. Center field, M. Opila. First pitch to Cameron Dallin popped up in the infield, and that comes over to first baseman, number. Oh, we got Dan-Dalin's playing. Oh, wait, number 10. I don't know who that is. They said Tiemann was playing third. Well, that brings up Brenner Kalfas with one out, and he hits his line drive into center field, and it gets through the center fielder's leg and goes to the fence. Brenner rounds first. He's coming into second. Here's the throw. The throw is offline. Goes to the pitcher. So Brenner, we'll give him a double for fun. So now with the runner on second, here's Brett DeGrenier. Rico pitches, swing and a miss by Brett DeGrenier. Strike one. Brenner with his leadoff second. Rico looks him back, throws low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brett. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Brett DeGrenier. Rico has his sign. Looks back at Brenner. Now deals. And DeGrenier heads up third base. Oh, hit the pole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Rico, and it's a slow roller. Rico comes in, looks at third, can't do anything, throws over to first to get the out. And with 2 outs, we got a runner at third now for Carson Race. So 2 outs and a runner on third. And Race hits that ground ball foul, third base line, strike one. There's the 0-1 to Carson. And Rico steps off, fixes the jersey. And Race hits a ground ball to shortstop. Field at short, throw to first. Safe! Carson Race legs out that infield single and picks up an RBI as Brenner crosses home plate. It is now 3-1. That's how you hustle down the line, folks. That'll bring up Daniel Douglas to the plate. 2 outs, runner on first. Pitch inside, gets away from the catcher, and that's going to allow Race to go to second on that pass ball. 1-0 on Daniel. And Daniel launches this one into the outfield. That's going to go over the right fielder's head, off the fence. Race is going to round third. He's going to score. And Douglas thinking about it, but he's going to go back. They've got 2 outs. It's an RBI single for Daniel Douglas. And it is now a 3-2 game. And stepping up to the plate is Ben Van Epps. Ben hit a home run yesterday afternoon. So we're going to get a courtesy runner in for Daniel. Coming in to run for Daniel is Brett DeGrenier. Here's the pitch. And their call, strike 1 on Ben Van Epps. Throw back to first, not in time. DeGrenier dives back. Just beats it. That was a nice play. It's a pretty good pickoff move for the pitcher, Rico. Ball's up and in. There's the 1-1. Low and outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one. This is popped up. That's going to be foul. And Treadway almost there. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ben Van Epps. So here's the 2-2 from Rico to Van Epps. Big swing and a miss and strike 3 for out number 3. But the Fury pick up 2, and after 1 inning of play, it is a grind baseball 3, Fulton Fury 2. And we got ourselves a baseball game here. Coming up for the grind, it's their 7, 8, 9 batters, Opelia, Collins, and Berry.
Huh? Get loose enough. You don't gotta whip it. I'm not gonna whip it. I'm going up.
All right, warm-ups are done. And stepping in to hit is the center fielder, Opelia. First pitch of the second inning from Daniel Douglas is high, ball 1. One goes behind and ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That's in there for strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one is hit in the center field. And it is out of here. A home run for number 23, Opila. So it is now 4-2 in favor of Grind Baseball. That brings up second baseman Collins. First pitch ground ball to third. Fielded over at third by Hansen. Throw to first in time. 1 out. Oh, it is Brenner. Look at that. All right, Brander Kalfis over at third base now. So 1 out. Here's Barry. Ball bounces. Ball 1. That goes behind Barry. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch from Douglas. That's in there. Strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike now, with 1 out and 1 run in, courtesy of the home run by Opila. Or it could be Opiela. That one's inside. 3-1 on Barry. And it hits him. That'll bring up the number 10 batter, Wardell. First pitch inside, ball 1. The 1-0 from Daniel. Throw over to first. Good pickoff move. That's in there. Call strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Wardell. There's the 1-1, and it's a ground ball to short. Backhanded, not able to turn 2. Throw to first, not in time. So E6 allows Wardell to reach. They got runners at first and second with 1 out, and that brings us to the top of the order. It's the pitcher, number 1, Rico. So runners at first and second with 1 out. Douglas steps off, throws over to second. Barry's back in time. That pitch is high, ball 1. That ball is punched to first. Grenier takes the easy one, throw to second for the tag. In time, double play. That is a 3-3-4 double play. And after 1.5 innings, it is 4-2 in favor of the Grind. Coming up in the bottom of the second inning for the Fury, it's Caleb Robert, Lucas Resigno, Keegan Ewald, followed by Brandon Birch, Connor Hansen, and Colton Winslow. Yeah, that was nice. Smart play by your boy. Yeah. Yeah, it's the hitting the two guys that's bad, you know. Dingers means they were strikes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're gonna get them, you know.
Yeah, they are, especially deer.
Yeah. Well, like it's so different last year to this year. Like last year, you're like, oh man, if they're wooden bats, they can probably get it out. Now you're like, nah, if it's a strike, it's going. You know, I don't care, wood bat or not.
Yeah, you just gotta barrel it up and you gotta shot it.
Yep.
It's fun for the kids, though.
Oh yeah.
It's really fun.
I wonder if a couple of these fields, I mean, they can move this back 25 feet, make it 300.
They were gonna, supposedly, this is supposed to be our high school field of the future.
Oh, really?
They're gonna back this one up here, particular. They got the estimate, I think it's $400,000.
Isn't that insane?
To do it.
To do what?
To move the lights.
Move the fence out, replace some gravel with grass. It's so crazy. So
it might be one of them county contractors. You know, if somebody's a friend of somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Caleb. It's a 4-2, right?
Yep, 4-2. All right, so here's Caleb Robert. First pitch outside, ball one. It's a 1-0. Caleb hits this one. First base! Ball one strike. Here's the 1-1 from Rico. And Carson hits this one out to left field. Left fielder over there. Oh, snow cone catch. Makes the play. Next up is Lucas Resigno. Lucas is due for a big hit. A pitch outside, ball one on for Lucas. The 1-0 from Rico. High 2-0. Two-0 catches the inside edge of the plate. Strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rico getting himself set on the mound. Deals home. Bounces 3-1 to Resigno. The proverbial hitter's count. Here's a 3-1. That's high, ball 4, and Resigno works himself a walk. So he's the catcher. So Caleb Robert will probably come in to run for him. Brings up Keegan Ewald to the plate. Keegan hit a rocket to center field yesterday. He got caught, but it was a good, solid hit. First pitch outside, ball one. Let's keep an eye on Robert here at first, running for Resigno. Caleb with a short lead. Throw over to first, and Caleb's back easily. One-0 to Keegan Ewald. And Keegan hits a ground ball chopper to pitcher. Pitcher on to second for one, and that's all he's going to get as that ball got dropped by Pomales. So with 2 outs and a runner on first, here's Brandon Birch. Brandon had an RBI and a run scored yesterday. First pitch from Rico. High, ball one. There's 2 outs on the Fury here in the second inning. The 1-0 from Rico. Call, strike one. Rico checks the runner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, throw down to first. And Ewald back just in time. Pitch is ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one bounces, 45-footer. It is 3-1 on Brandon. Nice block by Flowers behind the plate there, keeping that ball in front of him. That's what you like to see in your catcher. A 3-1 from Rico is high and behind Brandon. It's a 2-out walk, and the Fury have runners at first and second. And here's Connor Hansen stepping up. Yeah, 2 outs. That pitch is in there. Strike one on Hansen. That pitch high, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Time is called. Coach must have seen something with Rico. Coach looks like he's ready to go hit the boat. Celebrating Harborfest perhaps here. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Connor Hansen. Throw back over to first, goes into the outfield. Ewald's going to round third. He's going to score. Birch is heading the third. Slides in there for fun. No. Right fielder was playing way off the line, so that ball went far down. I believe it's 2-1. Yep, 2 balls and 1 strike on Hansen. 1 run in. Runner on third. Oh, you're fine, Jeff. Big swing and a miss by Connor. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Needed a small step stool to reach that one. It was a little high. That one's up and in, ball 3. Full count to Connor Hansen. And call strike 3. Hansen goes down looking, but the Fury pick up a run after 2 innings of play. They still trail, but it is 4-3. And this is shaping up to be an excellent game. Coming up in the top of the third for Grind Baseball, it's the 2-3-4 batters, Pomalis, Natali, and Flowers. New pitcher for the Fulton Fury, number 23, Carson Race. Now, Race pitched against this team on Friday and shut them out 1-4-0, win 69 pitches. Ground ball, the second throw over the first in time for out number 1. Nice play by Brandon Birch. That'll bring up Natali. First pitch from Race is high, ball 1. That's in there, called strike. That ball is gone. Ball left in a hurry. Outfielders didn't even have a chance to really turn around. And it is now 5-3 in favor of the Grind. That'll bring up the catcher, Flowers. That pitch in there, strike 1. And that is strike 2. 0-2 on Flowers. That butt pitch misses, ball 1. It's a close one for Flowers to let go. That one's low, 2-2. And it hits him. So Race goes from 0-2 to hitting the batter. So Flowers takes first base. So Flowers is the catcher, wondering if they're going to get a runner for him. I guess not. Here's Tiemann. First pitch to Tiemann is a strike. So 1-1 to Tiemann. Throw over to first, gets thrown away. Runner's going to go to second. DeGrenier gets that ball quickly. So 1-1 on Tiemann. And that ball is fouled. First base coach failed to square up his shoulders and get underneath it. Tried to ole the ball. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first strikeout of the game, of the grind. That brings up Treadway. First pitch, this is hit out into left field. It is high. Dan-Dalin calls for it, makes the catch for out number 3. Grind squeeze out another run after 2.5 innings of play. It is 5-3 in favor of the grind. Coming up to bat for the Fulton Fury, it's Colton Winslow, Cameron Dallin, Brenner Kalfas, Brett DeGrenier, Carson Race, and Daniel Douglas. Oh, yeah.
You guys go to Harborfest?
No.
Oh, it rained pretty good last night. Everybody got drenched up there.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
People were running like crazy.
Oh. Thank you. First pitch to Colton. Misses, ball one. That's in there. Call strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss by Winslow. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And call strike 3. And Colton heads back to the dugout. So with 1 out, that brings up Cameron Dallin. Cameron popped out to first. His girlfriend's here now, though, so we'll see if that makes things better or worse. Whoa, called strike 1. Pitch was low. Must have dropped severely after it crossed the plate. And Cameron hits this one. Oh, what a grab at third base. Nice reach by Dylan Natali over at third. So now with 2 outs, that brings up Brenner Kalfas. Brenner hit a double and came around to score the first run for the Fury. Rico steps off to fix his clothes. That pitch misses. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Rico. And this ball is lifted up third base side, and that is, just over the fence. Strike 1. 1-1 on Brenner Kalfas. One low and inside. 2-1 on Brenner. And Brenner goes off the end of the bat right to the shortstop, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 goes the Fury in the third inning, and after 3 innings of play, it is a 5-3 game in favor of the Grind. We'll be back with the top of the 4th in just a minute. It'll be Opelia, Collins, and Barry. back on the mound. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a ball. 2-0 to Opila. Opila hit a home run his last at bat. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on the center fielder. Nice long swing and a miss. 2-2. One's inside. Opila twists out of the way, and it's a full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Race. That's high, ball 4. So Mike Opila works a walk. And that'll bring up Collins. Runner's going. Throw down to second. Bounces and hits Opila in the back. Those rules don't count after third grade. Hitting the runner with the ball does not count as an out. I believe it's 1-0 to Collins. Throw back to second. Oh! Oh, that was close. That looked like it was caught right on Opila's leg as he was touching the bag. I guess he beat it. He's safe. Bunt is bunted up and off the backstop. 1-1. A little bit of late advice from the first base coach. That ball is swung on, sent out to right center field, and that is off the fence. Dan-Dalin throws this ball into second, and it's an RBI single for Collins. And the Grind take a 6-2 lead. Pitch is inside and high, ball 1 on Barry. Throw back to first. And that pitch outside, ball 2. 2-0 on Barry. Pitch was high, gets bunted back, and Lucas can't get to it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner on first, 1 run in, no outs, 2 balls and 1 strike on Barry. That's in there. Call strike 2. Two pitch, grounded off the fence, and coach grabs it. One hand in the pocket. Talk about athleticism. Sending text, making fielding plays. Here's the 2-2 to Barry. That's in there. Call strike 3. With 1 out, that brings up Wardell. Timeout called. Oh, there's a ball out in right field. Wardell shows bunt, commits, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Wardell. The rain's coming down and my umbrella is broken. There's the 0-2. Runner goes. Lucas throws to second. And, oh, no, he throws this to the outfield. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Wardell. They have him picked off and out at third base. For out number 2. 1-6-5 for the second out. So now with nobody on and 2 outs, we turn our attention back to Wardell, who's got a 1 ball and 2 strike count. The ball's inside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Wow, that one's high. Goes off of Lucas's glove. 3-2. Might want to dry that ball off a little bit. Or learn how to throw a spitball. Or a rain ball. Here's the payoff pitch. Low, ball 4. Wardell patiently works a walk. Pitch in there. Strike 1 on Rico. Rico's 0 for 2. Grounded to the pitcher and grounded to third. Runners go and ball is popped up, and that's going to be out of play. Strike 2 on Rico. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Rico. Throw over to first, and he got him. Oh, what a move. We'll see Rico again in the 5th inning. But the grind pick up a run. And after 3.5, they lead 6-3. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Brett DeGrenier, Carson Race, Daniel Douglas, Ben Van Epps, and Caleb Robert. 6-3.
Pretty quick.
Well, we got the heart of the order coming up, so.
Yeah.
Should ask Cameron what time he went to bed last night.
Some of these guys stayed up for the Harborfest too, you know.
Cameron wanted to stay over at. Oh, let me pull this out of my ear here. No. But he wanted to stay at his buddy's. Then he would have been up all night, and so I told him no. Made him come home, and so he got mad.
Time to get home late.
Nah, not too late. But then he, stayed up on his computer. I think out of spite.
Yeah, that's how they do. Yeah, they do it. You think he was up to 3 or 4? You don't think you get much sleep? A couple hours at most.
Yeah.
These guys can get away with it, though. I forget.
Right.
What it's like to be young. You can do a lot of crazy stuff when you're young.
Yeah, but still, I mean, if they had more rest, they'd be even better.
There's no doubt about it. But you can't convince them of that.
Oh, I know. I told him. I said, you got to get some rest. He goes, what? He was like, can't do worse than today. I was like, listen, your team relying on you to be the Cameron they expect.
Yeah.
So that first ball, I think if he had gotten some sleep, I think he would have gotten to it.
Yeah. The kid.
All right, here we go. Warm-ups are done. Here's Brett DeGrenier. Brett grounded out to the pitcher, his first at-bat. Little chopper. Rico threw over to first. And first pitch from Rico is outside, ball 1. That's in there for a strike, and I bet Brett would like to see that one again. Here's the 1-1. Low, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Rico. One bounces in front of the box, 3-1. It's about a 57-footer. Big swing and a miss, strike 2 on Brett. So Rico's fought his way back to a full count. Here's the payoff pitch to DeGrenier. He works his way on to first base. So now with a runner on first and no out, here's Carson Race. And we're going to have a meeting with Rico. I was wondering, it's looking like his arm may be getting a little tired. The short pitch was a dead giveaway.
Bats sound so nice, don't they?
It
The
does.
crack of the bat.
Yeah.
Compared to the composite. It sounds like real baseball. You know, it's just something about it.
It feels better hitting a wood bat too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It stings though when you don't hit it right. Remember them days? Did you remember the bat sting?
Yeah. Well, it's composites, or back in the day, just those straight aluminum bats we had. Those things hurt, man. All right, here's Race. We got DeGrenier leading off first. Throw back. No, close. But DeGrenier back just in time, listening to his dad. There's a pitch home. That's high. Ball one. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Carson Race. Now the throw over to make Brett's heart jump. Here's the 1-1 from Rico. Swung on. That is popped up. Left field. He comes in for it. Falls down as he makes the catch. That was a high pop out. Big league pop out for Carson Race. So with 1 out, that brings up Daniel Douglas to the plate. Douglas got an RBI single back in the first inning. Throw back to first. Nice throw. DeGrenier back in time. That's in there. Strike 1 on Daniel. Rico deals. Swing and a miss by Douglas. He just missed connecting on that one. So no balls and 2 strikes on Daniel Douglas. That pitch is high. Catcher fakes the throw over to first. Grenier comes back. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Daniel Douglas. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Fury trails 6-3. And Douglas fouls that one off, staying alive. Rico deals. Oh, call, strike 3. Daniel thought it was inside, but that's out number 2. So with 2 outs, here's Ben Van Epps. Grenier at first with 2 outs. Van Epps struck out swinging back to end the first inning. Pitch is high, ball 1 on Ben. Van Epps fouls that one off. Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike on Van Epps. Runner goes, pitches up and inside, and he faked going. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one bounces. Nice scoop back behind the dish by Flowers. 3-1 now on Van Epps. And that's ball 4. So Van Epps works a walk after getting strike 1 called on him. So now we got runners at first and second with 2 outs, and here's Caleb Robert. Caleb lined out to left field his first at bat. He was 0 for 3 yesterday, pulled everything. Time call. I think there's a ball on the field. Maybe not. So Rico sets and deals. Outside, ball one on Robert. Runners at first and second, 6-3 grind lead. Tying run at the plate. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. High, 3-0. So 3 straight balls from Rico. 5 straight balls from Rico, actually. That's up and in. It's a 4-pitch walk to Caleb Robert. And the bases are loaded for Lucas Resigno. The go-ahead run represented by Lucas. Lucas is due for a big hit. Boy, could the Fury use a big hit here. Lucas swings and misses on that breaking pitch. 0-1. Pitch high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Resigno. 2 outs, bases loaded. Fury trails 6-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A pitch inside, 2-1. And Rico deals a strike there. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lucas. Here's the 2-2 from Rico. High, 3-2. So runners will be going on the pitch with 2 outs, bases loaded, and a 3-2 count. And that's low and inside, ball 4. Lucas picks up an RBI walk. And the lead is cut to 2. So the go-ahead run at first base, we're going to get a courtesy runner for our catcher. Yep, courtesy runner for the catcher. So coming in to run is Carson Race. Throw over to third. Keeping Van Epps close for reasons I don't know. So bases loaded. Here's Keegan Ewald. He reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch to Keegan, strike 1. It's called strike 2. 0-2 on Keegan. Rico deals high. Oh, outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ewald. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Rico. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2 on Keegan. And he hits this one. It's popped up. Shortstop. Underneath it. Makes the catch. The Fury pick up a run, and they cut the lead to 6-4 in favor of the Grind. And coming up for the Grind, it's the top of the order, Rico, Pomalis, and Natali. All right, Carson Race back out on the mound for the 5th inning. Yep. Here's the first pitch from Race to Rico. Rico thought it was inside. The umpire been calling that a strike all day long. 0-1 to the pitcher. That one low and inside. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Up and in. A little belly itcher. 2 balls and 1 strike. That ball fouled off at the plate. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. So top of the 5th inning. Grind leads 6-4. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Ray. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Rico. And it's out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Next up, Pomalis. He's got a double and a ground out to second. Came around to score the first run of the game off of Flowers' home run. First pitch high, ball 1. That ball's fouled off, 1-1. Race deals inside, 2-1 on Pomalis. That one way low, 3-1. Heads up, 2-8. Three one. And it is chopped foul, 3-2. So full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Carson Race. Inside, ball 4, and Pomalis works a walk. And that'll bring up Dylan Natali. He's hit by a pitch and hit a solo home run. It's low and outside, ball 1. Our home run was off of Carson Race. 1-0 inside, 2-0 to Natali. Throw over to first. And Pomalis is back in time. And pitches outside, 3-0 on Dylan Natali. Let's see if Natali's green lighted here or not. He is not. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Throw over to first. Back just in time is Pomalis. The Grenier trying the old hidden ball trick, but first base coach paying attention. And that ball is rocked into center field. Cameron looks up, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Dylan Natali. Natali's 2 for 2 against Carson Race with 2 home runs. That'll bring up Flowers, the catcher. He hit a 3-run home run in the first off of Daniel Douglas, and then he was hit by Carson. First time he faced him. First pitch in there, called strike 1. That ball's popped up. Out of play. Strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. 2 runs in. And that is in there, called strike 3. So with 2 outs, that brings up Tiemann. Tiemann's grounded out to short and struck out swinging. First pitch from Race, low and inside, ball 1. Nice grab by Resigno. One 0 is low, 2-0. Two 0's foul back, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Carson Race. Low and inside, 3-1. 3-1 swung on, foul, 3-2. So 2 outs, nobody on, 2 runs in, full count on Tiemann. Here's the payoff pitch from Carson Reese. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, but the Grind pick up 2, and after 4.5, they lead 8-4. Coming up to bat for the Fury, Brandon Birch, Connor Hansen, Colton Winslow, and then top of the order, Cameron Dallin, Brenner Kalfas, and Brett DeGrenier.
No, not a sleeve. Like arm brace. I got a super tight one. Let's go.
Who's winning over there?
Oh, hopefully our team.
Yeah. You guys are done at noon today? Early day? Come on, kid. Get started.
That is 1 ball and 1 strike on Birch. Birch walked in his only other plate appearance. That one misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Three and one on Birch. Rico deals outside, ball 4, and it's another walk to Brandon Birch. So that brings up Connor Hansen. He struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. First pitch, strike 1. Birch leads off, throws, dives back to first base. Pitch low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hansen. Throw down to first, and Birch is back in time. Got Tiemann back at first base. Another throw over to first. Birch back in time. Sorry, I looked away. Field number 6. There was a home run that probably went about 350. The kid tattooed that ball, and that is 3-1 on Connor Hansen. So hitters count. Hansen's going to look for one pitch in one spot. If it's not there, he's not going to swing, hopefully. That one's high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Puts runners at first and second for Colton Winslow. Now, Colton struck out looking his first plate appearance for the first out in the 3rd inning. Here we are in the bottom of the 5th. He's got 2 on and no outs. First pitch is high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Winslow. And it's 2-0. Pitch is up and in, 3-0. And Colton Winslow is going to set this bat down. We're going to have a meeting on the mound as the grind coach is coming out to see Rico. This is his 3rd visit in the game, first of the inning. Trying to assess how much Rico's got left in him. So the grind has a 4-run lead, but the Fury has 2 on and nobody out with a 3-0 count on the batter. So those 4 runs really are not a lot given the current situation. All right, so Rico's staying in. Here's the 3-0 to Winslow. That one's high, 4 balls, and the bases are loaded for Cameron Dallin. Now, Cameron, I'm sure, would love to hit a grand slam home run for his girlfriend, but he better not be thinking about that. And here comes the coach, and that'll do it for Rico. Rightfully so. That's like 7 straight balls. Coming in to pitch is number 24, L. Tiemann. Watch him get warmed up here.
Big boy. Check his ID.
Yeah, right.
Got his face. Jesus Christ. We get a breaker out here. Like a 6'5". I hope you don't get hit. That's what I just said.
Oh, well. So Tiemann is warming up for the grind. He'll be their new pitcher. It's the bottom of the fifth inning with no outs and the bases loaded for Cameron Dallin. The Fury trail 8-4. Oh yeah. So Tiemann is ready. He's all warmed up. Here's his first pitch to Cameron Dallin. That's in there, strike one. Here's the 0-1 to Cameron. That one low and outside, 1-1. So walks an RBI. Singles, 2 RBIs. And he pops this one back out and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 to Cameron. And he chops another one foul back behind into the crowd. That one's low, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dallin. Bases loaded, no out. Cameron is the tying run. Pitch is high, ball 3. So Cameron has worked the count full. Nowhere to put him. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4, and it's an RBI for Cameron Dallin. Now the lead is cut to 3. Here's Brenner Kalfas. I don't even know where that came from. From over there? I didn't even. Normally I catch him. Well, yeah. That pitch misses, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 on Kalfas. Bases loaded, no outs. Kalfas represents a go-ahead run. And he hits this one, lifts this one out. Right fielder underneath it makes the catch. Runners are tagging up, and we got runners at first and third now. It's a sac fly. 1 out. There's an RBI as Connor Hansen scores. Winslow goes to third. Dallin is at first. The Grind's lead is now cut to 2. With 1 out, runners at the corners for Brett DeGrenier. I thought that one had a chance. So Cameron shouldn't be on first for very long with the runner on third. 1 out. All right, we got balls coming all over the place here. Cameron with a lead off first. And Cameron goes on the first pitch. No throw. Stolen base for Cameron Dallin. And that pitch to Brett is a ball, 1-0 now, with one out, runners at second and third. So the tying run is at second base in scoring position for Brett DeGrenier. That ball bounces, but Fulton not going anywhere. There's not a lot of room back behind home plate, so the ball gets away from the catcher, especially on a hard pitch like that one from Tiemann. It comes almost right back to you. This was popped up, foul, out of play. Hey, Falcons, look out! Strike one, 2 balls and 1 strike. So in field number 6, the game has ended. The Falcons have won. They will be playing in the championship game immediately following this game. They'll play the winner of this game, and this game is a battle. That ball is lifted out into left center field, and that's going to drop. 1 run scores, and runners at the corners. It's an RBI single for Brett DeGrenier. And it's now 8-7. Dan-Dalin, the tying run at third. Coach is coming out to have a talk with his pitcher, Tiemann. And he's going to take the ball from him. So Tiemann only able to get 1 out. The line on Rico is done. 7 runs, all of them earned. The 3 runs that have scored so far this inning are Rico's. Eight, 7. Oh, yeah. I was always close. This game was never out of reach for either team. So the line on Rico, he goes 4+ with 4 strikeouts, 9 walks, 3 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned. He's an 8-7 Fury lead. Bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out, runners at the corners, 3 runs already in. All right, so the time limit is up. Yep. So the time limit is up. This is it. Fury have to win it or tie it here to continue. If they do not get another run, then it will be the Grind's victory, and they will play in the championship. They plate 1, and then we'll go on to another inning. However, if 2 runs score before the Fury gets 2 outs, and the Fury will win this and play in the championship game against the FOD Falcons. So new pitcher is Pomales for the Grind. Got Brett DeGrenier on first, Dan-Dalin on third. Cameron would love to steal home to tie this game. Here's the first pitch to Carson. Carson's got a single, popped out to left. First pitch fouled off, strike 1. DeGrenier off on the pitch. He's going to come back. It was a 90-foot exercise for Brett. Oh, one throw over to first. Brett's back in time. Ball. And that ball goes back to the pitcher. Dallin's about 8 feet off of third. DeGrenier goes again, and that ball's hit into left field. Dan-Dalin comes home. DeGrenier, he's going to round second. That ball gets by the left fielder. Race goes into second. Got runners at second and third. Ball bounces away, and Brett DeGrenier dives back into third base like a blind dolphin, wondering what he should do. Ends up being an RBI double for Carson Race. Cameron comes in to score. Runners at second and third, and it's a tie ball game. Daniel Douglas just needs to hit a ground ball on the right side, and he will hit the game-winning run in. A long fly ball will also win this game for the Fury. There's only one out, runners at second and third. It is 8-8. And it's an intentional walk on Daniel Douglas, and the bases are loaded for Ben Van Epps. So the Grind doing what they can, hoping for a double play so they can extend this game one more inning. I knew this was going to be a good game after that first inning. Great baseball right here. 8-8 game. Ben Van Epps. At bat, bases loaded. The Grind looking for a double play. Infield at double play depth. First pitch called strike one on Ben Van Epps. That's a strike. 0-2 on Van Epps. Ben struck out swinging in the first inning, walked last inning. Has a chance to be a hero here. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. So with 2 outs now, the Grind can relax a little bit, and that brings up Caleb Robert. So 2 outs. Caleb must get a hit. And there's a ground ball third. Fielded at third, steps on third. And that's the end of the inning after 5 innings of play. It is 8-8. So we got one more inning. Here's the 6th inning of play coming up. Carson Race back on the mound, up to bat for the Grind. It's their 6, 7, 8 batters. Treadway, Opila, and Collins do up. No, I'm sorry. That is not Carson. That is Keegan Ewald on the mound. So this has become a 1-inning game. And what a game this is. So this is considered extra innings, even though it's only the sixth inning. Going to start with bases loaded and 1 out. Kind of hokey pokey rules are these. This is crazy. So bases loaded and 1 out. Ewald on the mound. Pitch is outside to Treadway. Treadway grounded out to third and popped out to center. You got Tiemann on first, Flowers at second, Natali at third. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ewald deals. That one bounces, gets away. Nothing doing. 2 balls and 1 strike on Treadway. So here's the 2-1 to Treadway. Swung on, popped up, and that's out of play. Out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Treadway. Ewald looking for the strikeout. And it's a chopper foul, third base side. Natali realized after that ball passed him that he's supposed to be running on any ball that hits the ground. Here's the 2-2 from Ewald. That ball is hit out into right field, and it's over the head of Winslow. He gets this into the cutoff. Throw home, and 2-run score. It's a 2 RBI double for Treadway. That brings up Opila. He's hit a home run and a walk. Came around to score after that walk. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Punches this over to second. And he's safe. Bobble ball. So Mike Opila reaches on an E4. Run scores, and Treadway goes to third. We got runners at the corners now with 1 out. That'll bring up Collins. So now there's going to be a conversation if that was a balk or not. If it was a balk, then the run scores and he's safe at second. If it was not a balk, then he's safe at second and out at home. Not if it was a balk. True. So you see one umpire's got gray pants and the other one's got brown pants. I'm thinking that the guy in brown pants, and they call balk. Oh, boy. So I think the guy in the brown pants, left the house before his wife woke up, got dressed in the dark, and thought he grabbed his gray pants, but he did not. So it's now 12-8 with a runner at second. 1 out. And it's still a 0-0 count. There's no pitch made to Collins yet. That one bounces, ball one. Another bouncer, 2-0. One misses outside, 3-0 on Collins. Three-zero pitch inside, ball four. Collins works a walk. Got runners at first and second with 1 out and 4 runs in. That'll bring up Barry to the plate. Ewald checks the runner, throws home, strike one. Shows bunt, lays one down. And Lucas misplayed that ball and, for whatever reason, did not throw to first. He had a little bit of a lapse in judgment. So now it's bases loaded again with 1 out, and here's Wardell, the number 10 batter. So Wardell reached on an error and a walk. First pitch up and in, ball one. Here's the 1-0 from Ewald. And it hit him. And it's now 13-8 with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Coach King coming out to speak with Ewald. Yeah, that's tough. So meeting on the mound is over. New pitcher is going to be Brett DeGrenier. Oh, wait. That's not Brett. Let me find out who that is. I'll be back.
Liam, the outfielders are looking up to us mid-game.
Stop talking to her! That's my sister, goddammit!
He just said it again. He just says, "Yo, I'll give it 24 to what? Get it out the infield, you ball.
Oh, yeah.
I got that.
This is insane. Insane game.
I got it.
Pitcher for Fury is Van Epps, and it is 0-2 on Rico. That pitch misses, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 5 runs in. It is 13-8. That one's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We did go back and look at the replay, as I'm sure you did as well, since you can do that. And you all stepped off. That was not a ball. That is 3-2 now. So after pitching 2 strikes, Van Epps has thrown 3 straight balls. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mm-hmm. That'll bring up Pomales now with 2 outs and the bases loaded. First pitch swung on. It's a chopper to third, fielded at third, throw to first. Nice stretch by DeGrenier. He's out and dropped the ball after. And that is the 3rd out. But 5 runs are plated. All right, so bottom of the 6th inning, trailing by 5. These are extra inning rules. The Fury will start off with 1 out and the bases loaded. So Caleb Robert will be on first. Ben Van Epps will be on second. Daniel Douglas will be on third. And Lucas Resigno will be up to bat with 1 out. So this is it. Last licks for the Fury. And what a game this has been. Back and forth all game long. Well, actually, no. You know what? It's been the grind ahead the whole time, and then Fury coming within 1 or tying. Watch them tied up, and the kids just wanted to play 7 innings. You know.
aspect. I just wanted to make sure and appeal to him. He did that stretch. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell from my view because it's so 2D, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's real. That's all I'm questioning.
Yeah, no. I agree. I think he caught it, and then as he was like rolling his glove over, it came out.
He's at the better angle.
Yeah.
I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna call that because that's a big call. So.
All right, so bases loaded and 1 out. Here's Lucas Resigno. Oh, there's a ball on the field. All right, Douglas on third, Van Epps at second, Robert at first. Back on the mound is Pomales, and here's Lucas Resigno at the plate. He's walked twice. First pitch, strike 1 on Lucas. Fury trailed by 5. These are extra innings, so we start the inning off with bases loaded and 1 out. And Lucas hits a ground ball, and that gets through. 1 run scores. And that's all we're going to get. So it's an RBI single for Lucas Resigno. So we're looking to see. We should have Carson Race out there running for Lucas. And here he comes. So bases loaded, 1 out, 1 run in for Keegan Ewald. And that's in there for a strike. Keegan represents the tying run. And there's a ground ball chopper to second, on to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. A run scores. So fielder's choice and an RBI. Runners at the corners. Tying run still at the plate, this time in the form of Brandon Birch. Big swing and a miss, strike 1 by Brandon Birch. Grind 1 out away from claiming victory and moving on to the championship game. Fury 1 swing away from tying this game up. Birch has walked in both of his plate appearances. And Birch hits this one out. That's a gapper. It's going to go off the fence. 1 run scores. Ewald rounds. He's going to go to third. And it's an RBI double for Brandon Birch. Tying run is at second. The winning run is at the plate in the form of Connor Hansen. So 2 outs, runners at second and third for Hansen. A single ties this game. First pitch is a strike. Hansen has walked, scored, and struck out. Here's the 0-1. That's in there. Strike 2. 0-2 on Hansen. Fury down to their final strike. Trying to stay alive. Tying run at second. That one's low, ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hansen. Well, time is called by Hansen. That's why it's not a balk on Pomales. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Reaching for it. Ground ball fielded by the pitcher onto first in time for out number 3. 11. So this one ends in a victory for the Grind as they win this game 13-11 in extra innings here at Legends Field. So the Grind will go on to the championship game, and we're going to go home. From Legends Field, I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day, make it